Hello everyone, I'm Caius and this is my colleague
Bojana.
And today we are here in Brno, Czech Republic to interview the people about a very important topic, which is
the people view opportunities. So let's start.
Okay, so what's your name?
My name is Marian.
My name is Janek.
Πώς σε λένε?
Yannis.
Honza.
Nice to meet you, Honza. Okay, Marian, nice to meet you.
How old are you?
75.
How old are you?
Well, I'm 18.
Γιάννη, πόσο χρονών είσαι?
Είμαι 31 στα 32.
75, okay. And what do you do?
I am retired.
Okay, and before your retirement, what was your occupation?
Worked with the social welfare department in the government.
Okay, so what do you think people with fewer opportunities mean? Can you give some examples of groups you think belong here?
Well, for example, one group I think of for children with autism.
Okay.
We say they have opportunities because they can go to school. It is required that they go to school. But at school, when they are having problems because of their autism, the teacher can become frustrated. And so they maybe don't teach them as much. You know, they want them to sit and be quiet or not bother the other children or whatever, so that they don't get to learn like the other children, but it still looks like they have opportunities. So that's one kind of group. And then there are some who maybe because of their disabilities cannot get to some places, so they don't have opportunities to travel or to go to a concert or something that they would like to do. So that's another kind.
And you mentioned children with autism and how teachers neglect their syndrome.
They can, yes.
Yes, and in your opinion, what do you think the solution to this problem is?
Well, probably there needs to be better understanding.
Okay.
So for the teacher to really understand what it is like for the child with autism, so that they know to speak calmly and slowly and to not pressure the child. You need to do this quickly, you know, so that would help. And but it takes time for people to be trained to understand the differences.
Okay. So, do you feel you're part of any of these groups, or do you know someone who is?
I was a child. I faced some problems with racism, but now when I get more open to people and talk about the problems, it becomes lesser. Also, few of my friends got this problem too, and it's just racism. People here just make jokes of people that have different skin colors.
Σίγουρα όχι, ή τουλάχιστον δεν θεωρώ ότι
Έτσι πιστεύεις, ναι.
ότι έχω υπάρξει, ας πούμε, ότι έχει γίνει τέτοια διάκριση σε βάρος μου ή υπέρ μου. Ξέρω άτομα, μάλιστα δούλευα με ένα άτομο πριν φύγω από την Ελλάδα, ο οποίος, δεν ξέρω, ίσως ήταν από τους τυχερούς γιατί ήταν δικτυωμένος παντού, ήταν μέσα σε όλα, δηλαδή το παιδί σπούδασε, είχε ένα ατύχημα, να σου δώσω λίγο να καταλάβεις,
Ναι.
είχε ένα ατύχημα οπότε δεν είχε δεξιπόδια.
Ναι.
Και προσθετικό μέλος.
Κατάλαβα.
Είναι μια αναπηρία, έτσι.
Ναι.
Όμως αυτό το παιδί σπούδαζε, δηλαδή τελείωσε στο ίδιο πανεπιστήμιο με μένα, ίδια σχολή με μένα, προπτυχιακό, μεταπτυχιακό, διδακτορικό, τελείωνε όταν έφυγα εγώ από την Ελλάδα. Είναι ένα παιδί που έπαιζε μπάσκετ σε ομάδα που με μπάσκετ αμαία στην ουσία. Ναι, οπότε αυτός σίγουρα έχει αντιμετωπίσει τέτοιες δυσκολίες. επειδή η κοινωνία δεν του προσφέρει τις ανάλογες ευκαιρίες?
Well, I'm older, so I'm slower. For example, if I was to go on a tour of the city and it is walking, and the guide is a young person, I cannot keep up with the group. I can't walk that fast. So, there are some ways that I would be in that group. And so I might just say to myself, I won't go on a tour of the city because I can't walk as fast as the other people.
Okay. So, do you know about any actions or programs in your town that help people facing difficulties? And if so, can you tell us about it?
Well, one thing in my town, there was a big hotel that closed.
Yes.
And the government thought, we can buy the hotel, we will use it for homeless people to help them have a safe place to stay and to gather all the documents and everything they need to be able to have a place of their own. But many people in the community or the neighborhood said, we don't want a lot of homeless people here because maybe there will be more crime or problems. And so it was a good idea, but it did not happen because people complained.
Okay. And who do you think helps more in your community? The government or everyday people? And explain your answer.
Well, most of the time the government has more money, but people have more, I'll say, time and empathy. So if they work with someone one-on-one, it is better result than the big government. So.
But do you think that it's not always the money that's the problem? Like, as you stated, that the teachers, they need to be more understanding, as you mentioned yourself, because you are an older person. You cannot go in tours because you cannot keep up. So don't you think it's more of someone's understanding than money?
Understanding and attitude.
Yes, okay.
If I expect everyone to be just like me, especially if I'm a younger person, everybody has the energy I have and all that, that will leave out many people.
Oh, okay. Okay. So do you think we can do more to help people who face challenges in life? And if so, what would you suggest?
Well, we can certainly do more because there's many people who are not being helped. And often what we need to do is ask the people what help they need instead of me trying to think of, this is probably what help they need. Ask them and it will be better.
So yet again, understanding basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And which groups of people with fewer opportunities do you think need the most support or help?
The thing I think of is blind people because they cannot see. It just limits some of the things they can do usually.
Yes.
And so I think probably they have a rougher time, a harder time.
Okay.
That's just my thought.
Have you personally helped people in need? Like, as this topic is people with few opportunities. Have you helped someone like that?
Well, I have a blind friend, and so I have often taken her to something. And also, for example, let's say a concert. She can't read the poster.
Yes.
If I don't tell her there's a concert that she might enjoy, she may not know about it.
Okay.
So I found that I need to speak up and tell her what I am seeing that I think will interest her.
Okay. And so, thank you for your time. And do you have a message or anything to say to the people watching?
Yeah. Don't be afraid to take opportunities.
Κότερα στους Έλληνες, στους Τσέχους.
Στους πολίτες κυρίως και σε αυτούς που ρε παιδί μου κυβερνούν, που είναι και αυτοί πολίτες της κοινωνίας στην ουσία, αυτό πρέπει να καταλάβουν. είναι ότι θα πρέπει να λάβουμε σοβαρά υπόψη μας ότι αυτοί οι άνθρωποι υπάρχουν γύρω μας. Οπότε θα πρέπει να τους δώσουμε κάποια πράγματα, είτε υποδομές, είτε υπηρεσίες, είτε κάποια βοήθεια για να συνυπάρξουν και να νιώσουν οικία με την κοινωνία. Κυρίως αυτό.
Ναι, δηλαδή να τους δώσουμε...
Να τους εντάξουμε στην κοινωνία όσο πιο ομαλά γίνεται. Ακόμα και αν δεν υπάρχουν πολλοί, ακόμα και αν δεν υπάρχει κανένας, ακόμα και αν δεν υπάρχει κανένας, θα πρέπει ό,τι κάνουμε, ό,τι προτείνουμε σε αυτή την κοινωνία να έχει σαν προϋπόθεση τέλος πάντων να υπάρχει μια μέρημνα και ένα σχεδιασμός για την πιθανότητα ύπαρξής τους έστω και στο μέλλον.
Ναι,
ακόμα και αν δεν έχουμε τώρα στην κλειστή μας κοινωνία τους ανθρώπους.
Για παράδειγμα, γιατί λένε π.χ. ότι δυνητικά όλοι μας είμαστε άτομα με ειδικές ανάγκες. Δηλαδή, αν για παράδειγμα στα λεωφορεία οι θέσεις ήταν πολύ περιορισμένες ή δεν φορούσαν κάποια συγκεκριμένα άτομα, τότε και αυτά θα μπορούσαν να χρησιμοποιήσουν τα μέσα μαζικής ενημέρωσης. Ναι. Ωραία.
Και ποτέ δεν ξέρεις, δηλαδή, μακάρι να μην τύχεις κανέναν, αλλά ποτέ δεν ξέρεις αν θα σου τύχει ένα ατύχημα που δεν είναι καθόλου στον έλεγχό σου.
Ναι.
Και θα βρεθείς σε μια τέτοια κατάσταση.
Určitě buďte ohleduplní k nějakým lidem, když vidíte třeba nějakého člověka, který potřebuje právě pomoc. I kdyby to nebyl nějaký obyčejný třeba a slečně spadne taška, pomozte jí prostě, buďte ohleduplní. Be better.
Myslím si, jediné, co bych asi řekl, je, abychom byli víc pozorní a víc podporovali tyto lidi a zároveň víc přemýšleli nad tím, jak můžeme svět okolo nás učinit pro tyto lidi příjemnější a lehčí na žití.
Well, just to stop and think about other people and to remember not everybody is like me and I need to be aware of that.